Hello student, in this lecture we are going to study clauses. क्लॉजेसला मराठीत उपवाक्य असं म्हणतात. पहिल्यांदा आपण त्याची डेफिनेशन बघूया. क्लॉजेसची त्याची डेफिनेशन अशी आहे की ए ग्रुप ऑफ वर्ड्स दॅट फॉर्म्स अ पार्ट ऑफ सेंटेन्स and has a subject and predicate of its own is called clause of the sentence. Okay, means a clause has subject and predicate and tells us something meaningful about the sentence, but not the complete sense of the sentence, meaning of the sentence. That group of words is called as clauses. Okay, for example, I think that you can convince. Okay, here we have an example. I think that you can convince. Okay, in this I is a subject and you can convince is a predicate. Okay, so in this sentence we can easily identify a clause. So in this sentence I think is an independent clause, and the remaining words are dependent clause. So you can convince tells us something that it is dependable on I think. In this sentence I is a subject and thing is a predicate. So I think is independent clause of the sentence, and that you can convince is a subordinate clause or dependent clause. Okay, so here we can easily identify the clauses of the sentences. Okay, every clause has a subject and a verb. Okay, subject I and verb thing. And these clauses are mainly divided into two types. That is, first one is main clause and second one is subordinate or dependent clause. The main clauses, we can say that the independent clause can express a complete thought or a meaning of the sentence. Okay, it can recognize as a separate meaningful sentence. It does not require any other sentence or a clause to fulfill its meaning. Okay, so an independent clause means a clause which has subject and predicate by itself and has a complete meaning. So a complete meaningful independent sentence we can refer as a main clause or independent clause, and the other is dependent or a subordinate clause. Subordinate means less important. It needs an independent clause to complete their meaning. So in above sentence, that is, I think that you can convince, that you can convince is a subordinate clause because it gives us some information about convincing, but it does not give the full information about which type of convince. The convince that you can convince is dependent on I think. Okay, so therefore in this sentence you can convince is a subordinate clause and I think is main clause or independent clause. So what is meant by subordinate? Subordinate means less important, or it gives us some meaning but not a full meaning. So this clause can be used as a noun, adjective and adverb in the sentences. It can be recognized as a noun clause, adjective clause or adverb clause. Means the dependent clause has three types, mainly three types, that is noun clause, adjective clause, adverb clause. It is recognized by its performance in the sentence or act in the sentence. So first we look at the noun clause. Okay, noun clause is a group of words in the sentence which contains subject and predicate. Okay, subject and predicate of its own and does the work of noun. For example, I expect that I shall get prize. Okay, here we can ask question as a what expect I shall get a prize. So I shall get a prize is a noun clause of the sentence. I shall get a prize is a noun clause of the sentence because it explains the expectation of I. Okay, so what expect it expect that getting of prize, so it acts as a noun in the sentence, so it is called as a noun clause. Another example, it has many other types, such as a subject of the verb. It can be a subject of the verb, object of the verb, subject of the noun, or it gives as a complement or a object of the prepositions. Such types clauses can be expressed as a noun clauses. For example, the first example is of the subject of the verb. Subject of the verb means the clauses is the verb in the sentence but act as a noun in the sentence. Okay, for example, what she described was her witness. Okay, here we can identify that she described something, but what described it was her witness. Okay, here the predicate her witness represent of was. Okay, so in above sentence the underlined group that what she described is a clause because it contains subject and predicate, both subject and predicate both, but it refers to the verb that is was. So this sentence is a subject of the verb, but subject of the verb in this noun clauses. Okay, another example is of the object of the verb. Okay, example is, we heard that he passed the examination. In this sentence, the clauses he passed the examination work as information about the verb that is heard. Okay, what heard? That we heard he passed the examination. So it is an object of heard. Therefore, this sentence we can identify that the noun clause is a object of the verb. Another example of object of the verb is, I thank for detecting as that he was criminal. In this sentence, the underlined group of words, that is he was criminal, worked as an object of the participle of detecting. Okay, which type of detecting? That the detecting was about the criminality of subject he. So the underlined word contains subject he and predicate criminal, was a criminal. So this is a dependent clause in the sentence. We can say that it is a noun clause. Another example, that she is desirous to know how the machine works. Okay, in this sentence, the underlined clauses worked as an object of the main clause, which is come after verb, that is to know. That's why we can say that it is a object of infinitive, because it comes, the infinitive to know, it comes after the infinitive verb, that is to know. So we can say this sentence is, the clauses in this sentence is the object of infinitive. Another clause or another type of clause is a adjective clause. Okay, a group of words. The definition of adjective as subject and predicate and gives us more detail about the noun or pronoun. Okay, it provides us and more informations about the noun in the sentence. For example, someone stole the jewels that were in safe. Okay, in this sentence, the noun is jewels, stolen jewels. Okay, but which type of jewels? That were in the safe. The more information about the jewels gives the sentence that were in the safe. Okay, so here we can say that were in the safe is a adjective clause of the sentence. Another example is, the child who finishes first will win the prize. In this sentence, who finishes first is a adjective clause of the sentence that provides us more information about the noun, that is the child. Okay. Third one is a adverb clause. A subordinate clause or a dependent clause that modifies a verb is known as adverb clause. Means, in the sentence, the clause which works or gives us more information about the verb, or it comes it uh, forces verb to change itself by the clauses. For example, we arrived after the show had begun. So in this sentence, begun shows that the past participle tense, past participle, and so the verb arrived also come in the sentence in a past participle tense. So thus clauses after the show had begun is a adverb clause. The adverb clause can be classified into time, place, purpose, cause, and condition. Okay, for example, finish your studies before you go to sleep. In this sentence, before shows us a time in the sentence, so it is refer as a the adverb clause shows us a time. Second, don't sit where there are ants. In this, where shows us the place in the sentence. Another example, I shall not fight with you because I believe in tolerance. In this sentence, because shows us the reason about not fighting. Another example is, you must study hard that you may win scholarship. Here, the sentence shows the purpose of hard study. So, all the adverb clauses shows the different things in the sentence, that is time, place, purpose, cause, or condition. So this type of the uses of clauses in the sentences. The mainly we classified clauses in main clause and subordinate or dependent clause. Okay, main clause means the group of word which gives us a meaningful sentence, and it does not require any other clauses to complete meaning. That clause we can say is a main clause or independent clause. And subordinate and dependent clause means a clause which gives us some information or some type of meaning, but not exact meaning or full meaning of the sentence. It needs help of main clause to complete meaning of the sentence, is called as a dependent clause, and it has three types: noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause. Basically, we can refer them as a noun clause, adjective clause, and adverb clause on the basis of their performance in the sentences. So noun clause means the clause which act as a noun in the sentence. Adjective clause means a clause or subordinate clause which act as an adjective in the sentence, or it provides us more information about the noun in the sentence, we can say that group of word as an adjective clause. And adverb clause is which changes according to the verb in the sentence. So these are the main three types of dependent clause or subordinate clause. Thank you.